I almost thought I made a mistake because I got another trip radar for $7.88 for like 3 point something miles. And I clicked it automatically because it's a good offer. And then I was like, oh no! Because it's that weird McDonald's again. I'm gonna freak out. But it's actually the McDonald's right up the street that I actually saw my husband and children at about an hour ago. So that's convenient. I was right here anyway, so I'm gonna head over there quickly so we can get an extra $7.88. I was about to call it quits, but then I got a call for $8.08 to go 3 miles for Taco Bell. So we're definitely going to take that. It's 8:45 right now, so unless I happen to get a call, a good one, between dropping this off and getting home, I'm probably going to call it quits. So I was literally calculating numbers because my morning shift was absolutely terrible. I'm calling morning shift 9:30 to 3:30, but there was a lot of time lapse in there where I was reading my book because there was nothing going on. And I had made just over like $63 between, what was that, like 9:30 and 3:30. It was really bad. So it was like $10.50 an hour. That's just atrocious. But nighttime really picked things up, and I made like almost 110, and now with this other order it'll be about 118 in like 5 hours. So the nighttime was definitely more fruitful as usual, but the morning isn't usually as terrible as it was today. So again, Tuesdays are kind of not the greatest of days, especially during the day. And I know I keep saying this, but I think what I'm going to do, since for tax purposes, when you work for gig apps, you're considered self-employed. So if I get a separate phone line, pretty much what I pay for that separate phone line, I can deduct in my taxes. And I believe with Metro, like to get another line with like unlimited everything, whatever, is like $40. Oops. So it might be worth it. If it's $40 extra a month, having access to DoorDash will make me more than $40 a month. So it would be worth it in the long run. And because it's a write-off, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm really considering that. The only thing is I really don't want to go back to the Metro store where I had all the issues with that one dude, because I just don't want to have to deal with that. I don't know what he'll do. He's already messed with me enough, and there isn't really very many other Metro locations in this area. So either I will have to call and add the line and wait for them to send me the phone, which kind of sucks. Or I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and drive out a little further in order to do what I need to do. So anyway, I'm here at the Taco Bell. I'm just waiting for somebody to not be in my way. I said I'd be done unless I got another good one, and I got another good one, so we're gonna do it. $10.71 I think it was for 5 miles, 5.5 miles, something like that. And I'm 2.5 miles away from the Chipotle, so by the time I pick it up, I'll be 3 miles away from it. And then at that point, I'll probably head home. But I think that might help me out. I was at like 172. This will put me right above 190 which is a lot better than 172. Okay, I would have recorded going in there, however, but the people out here did not know how to get it together. Everybody was frazzled and didn't know how to park. So instead of fighting through them, I just went with it. And this is a big order. It's 2 bags full because one was like a build your own thing or something. I don't know. Anywho, it is 7 minutes to the customer, so this was a decent order. Okay, so on paper, today was not a great order. I mean, a great day. It just wasn't. This morning really messed everything up. And made things wonky, I guess, for the day. Because the nighttime wasn't bad at all. But this morning I'd only made like $63. And when I mean morning, I mean between 9:30 when I took my first order until like 3. So that kind of averaged me out to $11.45 an hour for my morning shift, morning lunch. But then starting at 4 until 9:30 when I just stopped, I made an extra $128.51. And so that came out to like $23.37 an hour. So that was really good. But if I average out my day, that brings me to $17.41 an hour for the day. That's just not great. And it could be a little bit different here and there. Like I said, I spent a lot of downtime today during the day. And then I stopped for a while to kind of meet up with my husband and my kids until I got a better call. So tonight kind of saved the day. Overall, I made $191.51. Do I like to make a lot more than that? Yes. Period. There's really nothing to add to that. But it is what it is. You know, I drove 140 miles today, which is way more than I like to, but I kind of ended up moving around a lot, just trying to find spots that I could get calls from. So I was kind of hotspot chasing, if you may. And that left me with like $1.37 per mile, which is terrible. I mean, yeah, we're back to dull Tuesdays. People are not spending their tax refund money anymore. We're getting back into reality. And it is what it is. So we're going to look at the upside. I made money today. And that's all that counts. Rent is due at the end of the week or the beginning of the week, whatever. And so that is what it is. Tomorrow is going to be better. And then I'm also going to be working a Thursday night shift, which I haven't done in a while, just to make a little extra money. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging in there with me if you did. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Follow the journey. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye-bye.